That's a song about friendship. Now, something interesting is coming to your radio at this moment, something you've actually never seen before on Super 88.1 FM. But in this area, especially in these election times, you should expect more things like this. My name is Joyce Chooks. I am currently in the studio with the Honorable himself, Benga James. You're probably thinking the Honorable by this time. Yes, the Honorable with us in the studio. Good afternoon, Honorable.
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce Chooks. And how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Oh, very well.
We also have a very special guest with us in the studio. I'll let the Honorable do the honors. Honorable, take us away.
All right, thank you very much. And for the next 30 minutes and thereabout, we'll be having an interaction with somebody special, with somebody that you don't often hear his voice on radio talking politics. But he's here this afternoon. We'll be talking politics and we'll be talking specifically about development in Edo State. We'll be talking about the next big thing to happen in Edo State. In case you've not had it anywhere down on your calendar, you know we are counting down to the Guba election in Edo State, and that election comes up on September 21, 2024. So it's less than 50 days now. It's less than 45 days now. And we are counting down. And at this point, we need to know our Guba candidates. We need to know them up close. So that at the end of the day, when we are making that ultimate decision, where, how, and who to cast our vote for, we don't make many mistakes about it. I will have with us in the studio Dr. Pastor Azemhe Azena. He is the gubernatorial candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP. Dr. Azena, good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Honorable, though I don't know the constituency that you are covering.
I represent the Lagbajas, the faceless, the voiceless in the society.
Thank you very much, my listener, wherever you are hearing the voice of Dr. Azemhe Azena. God bless you.
All right. You know, a lot of people will be wondering, we know him, he's a clergyman. And Nigeria politics is dirty. The water is dirty. And for someone like him, where he's coming from, why is he throwing his heart in the ring? Why is he getting involved? Like I said, I rep the voiceless and the faceless. These are some of the things they have whispered in my ear.
Yes. It is true that Nigeria politics is dirty because it's left for dirty people to be played. And also, now that I've decided to go into the politics, I've decided to purchase the soap. So after going through the dirtiness of the politics, we decide to take our bath with the soap that I've purchased so far. There are things that are needed to be done most times because of things you want to correct. I have been one of the most closest person to the masses, the Edolite, because by the grace of God, I've been a pastor for the past 18 years. And you know the work of a pastor is meeting people daily, meeting them in that very wet condition or sand condition. Most time I sympathize with what I seen in those states, that the situation of hunger is growing every day. People can no longer afford their hospital bill because things are going up. When I cited this and I said, how do we come to a position whereby those people can breathe well again? And I prayed and I discovered that prayer without an action is a waste of effort. And that is why I took it upon myself. It is difficult to actually get an honey. You will get ready to be stick by honeybees. It is difficult to actually keep fishes in the water, ready to be stained and to go through all manner of things. So it is true that it may be difficult and a lot of things may be involved for me to rescue the commoners from the street and put food on their table, but I'm ready to pay the tax.
Okay, yeah, from your opening lines already, you've already mentioned some of the factors that persuaded you, motivated you to come out and say, no, I'm going to get my hand a bit, I'll roll up my sleeves and get involved, because the task of helping to reposition our state is beyond just prayers. Maybe also get directly involved and try to get things done. And what you said reminded me of something that someone somewhere in some part of Nigeria said. He said the business of politics is too important to be left in the hands of politicians.
Yeah, that's true.
So now, you mentioned hunger. That comes from a place of empathy for the people. You also mentioned people's inability to even afford decent health care.
Yeah.
Maybe their pharmaceuticals
Yes.
and all that. So that is beginning to give me an inkling into areas that you'll be looking at. But again, let me not take the word out of your mouth. Like, come September 21, if the people of Edo State decide that, okay, it's a brand new face, he's coming from a different background, let's put our lots with him and they vote you in as the governor of Edo State. Could you please tell us the cardinal points that will form your agenda as the governor of the state, that you are very passionate and committed to that? If God gives me this and I become the governor, I'll do this for the Edolites.
First on my list is to end hunger. Second on my list is to end hunger. Third on my list is to end hunger. An hungry man is an angry man. You can't speak and talk about development when people are hungry. We are not talking about infrastructural development. We are talking about human development, whereby before you can develop human being, you must feed the human being first.
Maybe we call it stomach infrastructure first.
Why I will not accept, because that word has been misused.
Bastardized?
Yes. Because when you say stomach infrastructure, people will say share the money. That is why I am a little bit preventing myself not to use that word. Now, I want to make sure, when you look at what is going on, the protests that took place a few days ago, it's all about end hunger, end bad governance. So I'm going to pick it from that direction. What is causing us hunger in our country, in our state? That is what I'm going to look into. And I have the solution in my palm. And the problem causing us hunger is because we don't farm any longer. Those states used to be known as one of the states that is into agriculture. But because of the insecurity in our farm roads, the kidnapping, the bandits, the armed robbers, we all ran away from our farms. So if you want to restore food back to our people, you must handle the insecurity in our farm rooms. And you must also go back those days where during Ogbemudia, during Abusali, during Oyego, where soft loan or zero loan percent was given to farmers, not those who claim to be farmers that are not now. So then we encourage them to go back to farm. So you watch and you agree with me that most of our foods now are imported from the north. Rice are from the north. Tomato from the north, yam, Niger, Benue are from the north.
It's still part of the north.
The north. You talk about even the pepper from the north. And you check our roads through which these products do come from. Check the tax on the road, produce tax on the road. Check also the diesel, the trailers that bring them. At the time you add all this this cost and everything to it, when it gets to Edo State, then you cannot afford it. So we go back to those days where we can produce ekpoma rice, agbede rice, olushi rice, where we can still talk about palm oil in Edo State, we talk about rice, I talk about gari in Edo North, I talk about plantain in other parts of the state. Then we would cure hunger. We would produce what we eat and we have even to export.
Now, Dr. Azena, you just said something and, very good enough. No leader in Nigeria today is living in denial of the fact that there is hunger in the land.
Yes.
Because we can see it in people's faces.
Yes.
And it's one of the prominent reasons the protesters in the ongoing national protest in Nigeria. Now, insecurity has always been fingered as one of the principal reasons people could not go back to their farms again. So let us look at what sort of security architecture would you be providing for farmers? Because you need to build confidence.
Yes.
People are so afraid to go to the farm. And they need to see something on ground that will build their confidence as, okay, with this, I can easily go back to the farm.
Now, I have about 5 methods that I'm going to apply. First and foremost, you have overheard people say that security is not for policemen alone or for security agencies alone. That is true. We must bring in a traditional institution. Instead of us relegating them and putting them at the corner. Those days we addressed security in our various villages and towns because traditional rulers were involved and the host communities were involved. Everybody knows his neighbor. Those people robbing, those people kidnapping are not spirits. They live within us. So I'm going to bring traditional institution in. Because if
that's into the security architecture.
Yes, I'm going to bring them in. That is the first. Secondly, I won't support just giving gun to people called vigilante network and they are not being paid. So payment is a motivational factor. So I'm going to put a stipend on the table every month with what they're going to go home with so that they can be motivated. Thirdly, I'm going to pass a law via the House of Assembly to empower the forest guard to be armed so that they can clear the forest, along with the Edo State Vigilante Network. That is the third one I'm going to do. Fourth, I am going to declare what I call drop your gun, let us take care of you. And that is called like amnesty or renunciation. That will give opportunity for people to come. Fifthly, I'm going to make sure that people, I put a tag price. Give me a kidnapper, genuine one, you will be paid for it, like whistle blowing. Then you will even discover some people will bring out their brothers because they will look at the money that is there. So these are the methods that I put in place to make sure we arrest the insecurity nature in Edo State.
All right, thank you very much. And dear listener, in case you're just tuning in to Super 88.1 FM this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, we have with us in the studio the gubernatorial candidate of the NNPP, that's New Nigeria People's Party, for the forthcoming gubernatorial election in Edo State, Dr. Azemhe. We've been talking and we've been trying to get a sneak preview into what his programs are for the people of Edo State. That's when they vote him into office as the governor of the state. Now you've been moving around on campaigns and you've been engaging with people of Edo. I'm sure maybe even with Edolites in the diaspora. You know, what has the experience been like meeting cross-section of Edo people?
Acceptance. Huge acceptance has been one of those things I've addressed so much. I never knew that people liked me, or people have been following me, or people know much about me until this election period. Whenever I go out, people will say, I remember you did this for my brother, my auntie, my cousin years back. This is. So the hunger for Pastor Azemhe to become the governor of this state is very, very massive and high. So I enjoy reception, warm reception. I enjoy very acceptance from the people. We have some challenges whereby the quotes, the big wheat party want to intimidate us, but we are not afraid of that. We are not being intimidated because we know who we are. So that is another experience but nevertheless, looking at the handwriting on the wall, we are accepted by the people of Edo because they are tired of politicians, they are tired of technocrats, they are tired of the form of persons who have come to rule us right from 1960 to date. So they want to try a new person, a new breed. They want to try a spiritual man. So that if Nigeria problem is spiritual matter, it can come both spiritual and both political to handle it. So they always say we are tired of politicians. Let's try Pastor Azemhe. And that's what I'm telling them. It is true that politicians, they have deceived us, that even people don't want to vote any longer. But I'm giving my words to people. Being a spiritual man, and being a man who is closer to the people, being a homeboy, I will not fail them when they give me that opportunity.
All right.
I think I'm just going to quickly interject here and remind you that we're currently live on Facebook, Super FM Benin. You can join the conversation, not just via audio, but also via video. The phone lines have been going crazy since he started speaking.
Yes.
So maybe we'll get some time to speak to you in a moment.
No,
Thank
very
you so
soon
much.
we'll definitely get to, because I can see the lines just blinking and blinking and blinking. Okay, now a quick one. Leadership entails a lot. It entails experience. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And people may want to ask, it's always been a pastor. Does he have a background that prepares him for this level of leadership?
Yeah. I know a lot of persons have actually asked me, but I'd like to start by saying that there are born leaders, there are made leaders. First, I am a born leader. I'm a leader born, not made. And above all, in my past 44 years, because I'm 44, going to be 45 by December.
Whoa. So is that an advanced birthday Ivy?
Yeah, yes, December 25th.
Okay.
Yeah, Christmas Day. So I'm going to be 25th. I'm going to be 45.
Okay. So.
Now, looking at leadership, I have been a pastor, and pastoral work is leadership. I am not just a pastor. In my congregation, I have over 3,000 members. It did not stop there. I have over 136 branches under me as a regional pastor. That means automatically I have 136 pastors outside their sister pastors under me. I coordinate today about 29 nations. Europe is part of them, ASEAN is part of them, Africa is part of them. So a man in the past 80 years that have coordinated both US, both Germany, both Spain, both Italy, Cyprus, Turkey, and you can't call such a man. I've visited over 66 nations when it comes to leading people. So I am a man who have seen leadership, who have done leadership, who have performed leadership, who have carried out leadership, and it's obvious that there is nothing that anybody will talk to me when it comes to leadership. Now, in my school days, I was also school leader. I was the departmental president. I was the vice president of
Student Union Government?
Yes, I just student. I was departmental president in mass communication, vice president of RCF, and so on. I had several positions
of leadership.
So come in, and even this politics you are talking about now, I was not into partisan politics, but I don't think right from the days of Oshomole till now, there is no government that I have not contributed to. There is no meeting. They called me for meeting. They asked for ideas. I have written letters to drop my my submission and my program with them for them to execute for the state. So for me coming out now, I have prepared myself for years. And I can tell you that if I am given Edo State, you will see a new Edo State coming out, and you will see that a better Edo State is possible. Because what we see now, the people that have been leading us, most of them were never born and brought up in Edo State. And you cannot solve
because quickly, as you are now entering this territory, because I just want to broach the subject before we go to the phone line. How well do you know Edo State?
I am the homeboy, the only homeboy and the real homeboy. Among the 7, we are about almost 17 yes,
candidates.
The first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candidates, I will tell you all of them, I am the only homeboy among them. How? Since I was born, I have never lived outside Edo State. I've lived here, my primary, secondary, higher institution, all my certificate down to PhD are all in Edo State. It's funny for you to know also, sir, that to date I am living in the 3 senatorial zones.
How true is that?
Yes, I'm based in Benin, a pastor in Benin, and I'm married from Benin. And I have a house in Ekpoma in the past 10 years because I'm still schooling in Ekpoma now. That's where I stay. I'm in 500 level reading law. And I'm from Edo North. I have a house in Okpela. So in the 3 senatorial zones,
you have a presence.
I have a presence there. So if there is anybody that should tell about Edo State, I am the one. Sir, my businesses, my companies, majority of the 99% of my investment.
Outside of the clergy commitment.
Yes, I have schools, I have event centers, I have hotels, I have real estate. They are in Edo State. I have workers under me that I pay monthly.
Employer of labor.
Not less than 300 people that I pay every month. They are Edolites. So I have contributed to the IGRO of the government. I have also reduced unemployment in Edo State in the past 14 years. So tell me any of the candidates that can show you their companies in Edo State, that can show you the people that they employed, that can show you how they have contributed to the IGR of Edo State. So I am the only one I will say, hit my chest to say, I am the real homeboy. And looking at the program that I've been doing, Crime Watch in ABS, I remove people from. I have over 200 people on my scholarship today, what I call a Turning Point Foundation. So I have been with the people of Edo State. My name, Azemhe Azena, is known for someone who rescue the promises, who rescue a man with hunger, who rescue people from the. I visit hospitals, paid hospital, be not for politics. I can show you tapes of 4 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, and so on and so forth. So I'm an old base. Shocking that my family are here with me. Ask other candidates where are their family members. My children are here.
Okay, in the past 20 minutes, you've been listening to Dr. Pastor Azemhe, and of course, he's the Guba candidate for the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, in the forthcoming Guba election in Edo State. It said quite a lot within this time space, and I know that we can't just keep your itchy fingers away from the phone. Now, Joyce?
I'm going to uncross the fingers. You can finally speak to our Cuba candidate. The phone lines are already going crazy, but if you don't have the phone lines, here they are one more time. 0705 512 9881 or 0705 572 7881. And for text or WhatsApp, the number is 0705 967 6881. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joyce and Uncle Brenda in the studio.
All right. Good afternoon, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Fred. Greeting to you, Fred from Raman Park.
All right.
Okay.
Yes. Greeting to you, Pastor Azemhe Azena.
God bless you, my brother.
So what's your question?
Yes. My question is this. Some man of God have been called by God. Are you called by God to go and be a governor of this state, or you want to do it to rescue Edo?
All right, thank you so much. Yes, we got your question. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Let's get a few more. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. All right, hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much. Let's go on our WhatsApp line. This one is from Joseph. Joseph says, insecurity is a major issue in this state. I want to ask about the open grazing bill, what you intend to do about it, and all the projects that the governor has ongoing. If he leaves them behind, do you intend to destroy them or do you intend to continue? Will you practice a government of continuity? Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling us from, please?
I'm calling from Jeremiah. I'm invested in this.
Oh, please, you may have to call us back. Your line is a bit warped. We can't really hear you. Hello, good afternoon. The phone lines are getting jammed, but let's tackle the first two questions we have.
Okay.
The first question says, is this a divine move on your part or is this a personal ambition?
Now, being called as a pastor is a spiritual matter. Governorship is a physical matter, so it's not a calling.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Then
next question is on
about the open grazing
Yes.
law. That what will be your position on it, and that are you that governor that will maintain continuity, or you abandon the existing programs?
A law has been passed before now that no open grazing is permitted in Edo State, and a law is a law,
Fantastic,
and it came to stay.
And Ryan, the next question is on continuity of government. Are you going to, if you become the governor, would you continue the projects that the sitting governor already has, or would you love to go in a different direction?
There are projects you continue if they are existing, but when they are audio, you can't continue what is not existing. And we only continue what is existing, but those that are audio, you can't expect me to continue audio programs.
All right, let's get a few calls. Good afternoon. The phone lines are jammed. Everybody's trying to call at the exact same time. All right, let's do this one more time. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
I'm Paoji speaking from Benin.
Very happy to have you, Paoji. Talk to us. Ask us your question.
I've listened to the man of God. In fact, I normally listen to him on EBS and other stations, but this is a political terrain.
Okay.
Before now, there was this rumor that he is there to hold for his uncle in Donut. I want to ask him whether he will be stepping down soon for his uncle, the one who is very powerful in Donut.
Who is his uncle?
To step down?
Pastor, do you have that uncle?
Speak it explicit.
No, I don't.
Who is a powerful man in a
All my uncles are dead.
And they allege that you'll be stepping down for that.
But that my uncle that is dead.
All right, fantastic stuff. Let's keep getting those questions. We have some comments on Facebook. This one says, my greetings to you, my able governor. This is Mark Merlin. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. I can hear you perfectly now. What's your name and where are you calling us from, please?
I'm calling from Sergi.
All right, Destiny, ask us your question.
I want to ask the pastor there, Pastor Azena, son of Oracle. I know you better, not that I know you physically, but I hear you EBS. What have you do for people that are physically challenged, for the honorable for the state? that don't have anything with the social, with the party people that they on guys everywhere. What have you done? Not any effect that you fight people you come and take this, come and make sure that you're happy. I'm not hearing anything from you. You know they call it governor.
Physical
challenge.
challenge.
That's physical challenge.
All right.
That people are benefit.
Let's let him a moment to answer the question. Thank you so much.
People don't. I don't believe on the ideology of sharing food. Teach people how to catch fish, not to share. Even when I become a governor, palliative will not be part of my government. I am the one who believe that you should set people up. Most of people who are under my scholarship, learning trade, are physical challenge. I have some of them who can walk on the wheelchair, but they are learning something. And when they are done, I will set up the business for them to do. Giving somebody a rice, have you given him stew? So I don't believe on sharing food, you now put it on social media. That is not to solve their physical problem. So what I do is that most of those people, even some who are blind, some of them who cannot move, and some of them, they are working today, while some of them are still learning today. And when they are learning, we are paying them. There are some who are learning, we pay them 20,000 just to augment their transport, for them not to be hungry. So we don't share food. If I share a small bag of rice today, it will finish by next week. So I don't believe on that palliative where some people are still stealing them and put them in one place.
So to state categorically, you do have training programs where people living with disabilities are involved.
That they have also benefited from.
Yes, I have a training program that both those who are having problem and those, I don't call them disability. I don't want to use the word.
They are special persons.
They are special. I think the right word is special. I have a program that accommodates them and accommodates every other person.
Right.
So, and that is what I will do more when I become the governor.
And quickly, let me announce this here to the listener that now every Wednesday from 2 to 2:30, definitely you can catch up with Dr. Pastor Azena Azena on an interaction like this.
Right.
And this will continue till just the eve of the election in September. And not just on Wednesday. On Saturday, you can also catch up with him between 10:30 and 11 every Saturday morning. And this also continues to the penultimate Saturday before the election. So certainly we'll be hearing a lot more from him, and also have the opportunity to interact with him as well.
We have a Himari Ajayi on our Facebook. He says, I fully trust that he is going to work. He has been a blessing to me. We also have Emeritus Blessed who says, I think this is the only candidate who can rescue Edo State from this precarious situation. The NNPP candidate. Please, sir, do well to bring life to the state when you eventually become the governor and enter the government house. For people who want to reach out to you, reach out to your campaign office, they want to join, they want to donate, anything that they want to do, how do they contact your people?
Okay, thank you very much. The aspect of the light, I would like to say to you that I'm currently studying what is happening in Abia State, because we have been told that a lot of things have gone well in Abia State. Yes. So we are going to replicate everything that is going on there. We're going to provide light, but it's not going to be donation of transformer. I don't believe on that also, that donated transformer where the national grid will collapse like somebody who have not eaten. So it collapsing every per second. So I will not believe on that. We are going to bring out a new form of light system. So you want to reach me, you want to reach my campaign office, you want to join the train, you want to join to contribute, you want to be part of me, because I can't do it alone. You can reach us via this number 070 33 236 755.
We want to take it again.
Yes, let me take it again. Though I have two of the numbers, but I will repeat again. 070 33 236 755. And I'll take this last number. 090 210 00333. That is a 333. I take the last one again so that you can get it. So please, as I'm saying that, you can decide to, before I bring it again, you can decide to reach us via an SMS 090 21 000 and 333.
All right.
So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. All the messages we have now is outpouring of love. So much love on Facebook, so much love on our WhatsApp. People saying that they have witnessed you help them in real time. If you want to connect again with him, he's going to be here on Saturday morning from 10:30 to 11 a.m. And for the next 7 weeks, every Wednesday from 2 to 2:30 and Saturdays from 10:30 to 11 a.m., you can dialogue with the Guba candidate of the NNPP, the person of Pastor Azemhe Azena. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here today. Thank you so much, Honorable.
It's always my pleasure.
Honorable, thank you. Please let them know our logo because they will not see my name in the election.
What does the logo look like?
The logo is a map of Nigeria with baskets of fruits. Map of Nigeria
with basket of fruits.
And it coincides with him saying he wants to end hunger.
That is what we believe so much.
All right, thank you so much, and good afternoon, Edo State.
There's a lot.